happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, here with my brothers from another mother's. I got to come up with a different intro. We're gonna figure it
That's
out.
not we like.
But I'm
We like.
here. Yeah, I'm here with my
It
guy
works out.
James
It works.
and George Carmi. We back. So what's up, bro? What's up, brothers? How y'all doing, man?
It's popping. We ready. You feel me? I was, you know what I'm saying? Top 10. I see the
That's good.
list. I was like, ooh, okay. So, decided to talk to my guys again, for that good NFC East rumble that's about to go down soon.
Yeah, I'm pumped. It sounds like a spicy show tonight, man. James came in
Yeah.
hot. Me and
Came
George,
in, the mic was hot. They was
started
they was
yelling.
talking regular. I came in like, I don't give a hell.
I was like, what's going on? All right, here we go.
Yeah, me and George was just having a cordial conversation, and hey, I respect it though. Somebody had to come in and wake us up. You know what I'm saying?
bring that
Off the
energy.
top turnbuckle, dog. I had to come off the top turnbuckle.
But now I'm excited about this. Yeah, I think that's kind of, we've been talking about it on and off the show for a while. We've been talking about how this season should be a fun one. I mean, there's a lot of things riding on this season. There's a lot of, rebuilds, teams that are going for Super Bowls, teams trying to figure out their future, in different spots and just overall. So I'm excited about this season, but I want to ask y'all, because a lot of people go into this season and they're talking about, and this is something that somebody brought up last week, and I wanted to kind of, bring it back up, because we talk about this top 32 list. We go through our top 10. How different is your top 10 list of quarterbacks that you think are just the top 10 quarterbacks from your list of guys you would like actively draft or, build a franchise around? Like, are those different qualities in your eyes?
Good,
I think
Jordan.
so. Yeah, I think so for sure. I think we have this top 10 list, and the hard part about the top 10 list is that it's always moving up and down, right? I feel like the top 10 now wasn't the top 10 last year, and it won't be the top 10 next year, right? So I think you kind of look at stats, you're looking at production, looking at injuries, so on and so forth. But I think age, man. I think age is something that's really important. And I'm looking at my top 10 list, and I don't want to kind of waste it right now. But I wouldn't necessarily build a franchise around the top 10 quarterbacks I have right now. But I got to respect the game because they have been producing. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I feel the same way. It's like we do this list, and it's great. But when you come talking about your own personal preference, I think that changes because now you're going to be a lot more analytical, especially if you're starting a team with, a franchise and you're starting with one of these quarterbacks as your guy. You're going to put a lot more thought. Not saying we didn't, but you're really going to break it down. You're really going to take it down to the last compound. And those things that you probably let slide in the top 10, you ain't going to let slide if that's going to be your franchise guy. I think you're going to critique it a lot harder than you would if we weren't doing this. I think that's the biggest thing. I think if we're building our own franchise, the critiques are going to be a lot harder because this is your franchise. This is who you want to go with. So you're going to take your time to make sure you got the right guy.
Yeah, and luckily, as an Eagles fan, we got a guy that is a top 10 guy. You know what I'm saying? He is a little young and everything, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Now, I do want to ask, because this is the good part about having you on, having all of us on the show, I guess, but I know James was doing some stuff prior to this. Are there any goodies? Because I know other teams worry. I know you guys everybody care about the Cowboys, but we got to care about the Cowboys. So is there anything you're thinking is going on with Dak Prescott, CD Lamb? A lot of people are seeing that. Is there anything you heard or maybe in these streets? You know what I'm saying? How are you feeling about that?
Well, we got a guy. I was telling you earlier. Actually, the interview is going to be later. His name is John Machota. He's going to come on, and I know he's going to have some nuggets, particularly the question is going to be asked about Dak Prescott, because I'm hearing other things. I'm hearing from one of my guys who I really trust. We do our show every week, and from what he's saying is, hey, if that thing ain't signed by when them wheels go up on training camp, it's not happening this year. And I got another guy who's a pro Dallas guy. He writes for Blogging the Boys. He's saying September. He's seeing September something gonna happen where Dak gets that big signing. But my thing is Dallas don't do that. Dallas don't sign their guys in the season. Start of the season, they don't do that. They get that stuff before camp, beginning of camp. They don't do any kind of negotiations like that during the season. And September comes, that season starting. So in my opinion, it's hard for me to believe that they signed him in September. And I lean more to if they ain't got him by training camp, it may not happen. And if that happens, it's wild because people are asking where's the money. You know what I mean? You got 3 guys coming up, 2 guys right now, and I'm telling you, I don't see the Cowboys signing 2 mega deals in 1 year. They're not going to sign, in my opinion, CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott in the same year. That's a lot of money. And yes, it may open up money. Go ahead.
Is the contract done at the end of this year for Prescott? Like, is he an unrestricted free agent at the end of this year?
Yeah, I mean, he's unrestricted, but they still have him on the books. So even if he goes somewhere, they'll have 1 more year where he's going to be on the books as far as dead cap money. You get what I'm saying? So that's why everybody's like, just go ahead and sign him. You feel what I'm saying? Like, go ahead and sign. That's the quarterback. The first person, if you got a quarterback, receiver, and then you got Michael Parsons, and you got franchise guys who y'all say, right? The team says it, then it's no-brainer that you go with the quarterback first, right, and get him out the way. But this dragging of the feet, and CeeDee Lamb disgruntled. You see, he not touching camp. What I said, we did a show last night, and this is what I said. Dak and CeeDee, both of y'all hold out. Both of y'all don't come to camp. Both of y'all sit back because Dak has always been the company man. He ain't never leaving his team. He's never leaving his guy. You know what, Dak? Why don't you sit out? Because I guarantee you, if you sit out, things would change very quickly.
Absolutely. And then one thing I'll say real quick though too is coming from the Washington perspective, man. Like we went through this with Kirk Cousins a couple of years ago. I don't know if you guys remember anymore, but like there was that negotiation back and forth. The reason why I asked if Dak was in his last year of his career, because if he gets to unrestricted free agency, it's game over, right? You either if you want to try to franchise him or if you want to do that,
you can't franchise him.
Is that part of the contract for him?
That's part of his contract.
Oh, there you go. So and then he's gone. You're not going to be able to get him out for that because once you hit that open market, you'll feel disrespected. They'll go other places. So I can see that for sure. But do you think Dak wants to stay? What are your thoughts with that, James?
See, I hear from some of my people that he's tired of this. He's tired of the disrespect. He's tired of going with the back and forth. But also, this is his dream squad. This is his dream team. He loves his guys. But at the end of the day, this is a business, and I feel like he's going to treat it as a business. I want to be here. This is where I want to stay. I don't want to go anywhere else. But if y'all going to play that hand and play them games, then you know what? I can go play somewhere else. He's already said it earlier this year. I can go ahead and play somewhere else if y'all want to play the games. So it's interesting to me to see if they're going to play the games or not. Because right now they've been playing games, and this whole fiasco doesn't make sense. But we threw some stuff out in the air about Michael Parsons too, and I know a lot of Cowboys fans wouldn't like it, but it was some real stuff that we talked about as a whole. And I'm gonna just throw it out there right now. I don't care. I'm gonna throw it out there right now. The guy was talking.
Let's do it.
He was saying that sign Dak, sign CD, trade Michael.
Let Michael walk. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, not let him walk, trade him because you still got that. You already put that 5th-year option on him, so you could let him play this year out or whatever. But you're gonna tell me, and this is what we're saying. And see, people gonna say, "Oh, you hate Micah." No, it's not about no hate about no Micah, no nothing. But if you got 3 guys and they don't really want to pay for all 3, the sense would make to keep that offense together. You could get a crazy haul from Michael Parsons at 25.
That's the thing, though. It's like, what's even fair? What's even like an actual realistic?
At least 3 first. You gonna tell me we couldn't get 3 first?
3 first, not for.
At least it's some
25-year-old.
Where did
Tariq Hill and those guys go? Yeah, where did Khalil Mack and Tariq Hill?
Let me take a look at that. Wide receiver is different than a defensive end, though. Let me look that up real quick.
But defensive end, y'all, is a commodity, and this man is averaging like 13 sacks a game, and he's only going on 25. He's going to bring in a haul.
Let him go where he wants to go, man. He wants to reunite with Dan Quinn, come over to Washington. It'll be all good, man. It'll be fun.
Hey, like I said, give us all your first-round picks because this is what we was talking about, right? If you were to sign Dak, right, and sign CD, and let's say you traded to Michael Parsons, and let's say you got a haul. At least 2 firsts. You're getting at least 2 firsts, maybe like a 3rd and a player or something like that. But you're at least getting 2 firsts from Michael Parsons. That's a fact.
I think 2 firsts is realistic. I'm trying to find
You're getting at least 2 firsts and probably a 3rd.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You getting
and maybe a player. You getting some stuff for him. So here's the thing. if you got him, let's say you got him, and then you got to throw in a player, give me a defensive tackle or something. You flip one of them first and trade that first and get a dog defensive tackle. Draft some players with that. Get it like the Herschel Walker haul. You would get a big haul for Michael Parsons. They're going to pay for him. Yes, they will. A team will overpay for him.
But let me throw one thing. I agree with you, James. I do agree. But my one thing is, if he's in a 5th-year contract, he's pretty much a rental, right? Why would you pay 2, 3 first-round picks if it's not guaranteed to have a long-term deal? You know what I'm saying? It's already.
Well, that's why I said maybe maybe I don't know. You could do it this year. Dallas ain't never going to do it.
Hassan Reddick.
You feel what I'm saying? Dallas ain't gonna do this. I ain't never seen Dallas do nothing. If Dallas were to get aggressive like that, it would pique my interest about these Cowboys more, because I know you're trying to get busy and trying to do something. Like if you got a big haul, you flipped it and traded for a dog defensive tackle, and you use some other picks to get other really good players. Yeah, I'll be like, okay. Wouldn't everybody else in the league be like, okay, they serious? They traded Michael Parsons, and they got okay, they serious. That's what I feel.
Quickly, I don't want to interject too much, but so we have a little bit of a technical difficulty. It's not on.
Mine is running.
I don't think it's on all channels. I think
it's on my YouTube. It's on my YouTube.
I don't think so.
It's not on my Twitter either. I took
Twitter don't work no more, fellas.
Oh, for real?
It doesn't.
Remember,
that's crazy.
On the 14th, if you haven't got that premium membership, you can't stream live on Twitter no more. That started on the 14th. They hate me.
So I got a different one. If you guys want to join that one, we'll just
Seriously, because I'm looking right at my YouTube and everybody's talking on it.
Really? No.
Everybody's talking on my YouTube right now.
Well, then maybe I'm just not seeing.
Yeah, Josie, I think yours is good. I copied your link and I put it on my Twitter handle.
Let me see. I might be in Joe's link. Let me see.
Yeah, I think you're in mine.
Hell yeah, I'm in your link.
So let's y'all want to do that real quick? I'm sorry, my bad about that. I don't know.
I was wondering because that link was different when I went into it.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. I never changed it, so I don't really know. So I just resent the link. So we'll be back in like 5 minutes if that y'all cool with that, and we'll from here we'll just go right into the top 10 lists and give y'all what y'all came for.